Hello everyone, Helen here. How are you today? I bet you weren't expecting to see me if you're watching this when it first goes out anyway. I've already done this week's podcast and this is really just an extra add-on. I haven't even given it a new episode number, just called it A184A, A for appendix. And it's just a final reminder for the mouse-along, make-along that I've been running for a few weeks. And of course this is going to be completely pointless if you watch this after the 30th of June 2024, but if you are watching it before then and you just need a little bit of a push to get your mouse or mouse creation finished. I'll say mouse creation because some of you have done beautiful cross stitch or applique or all sorts of things. So yeah, anyway, so this is just your final reminder, and if you can email a photo or photos of what you've made to me, that would be brilliant. If you can get that done by the 30th of June 2024. And I also wanted to pop back, apart from that little reminder, just to show you some of the prizes. We've got quite a few prizes, which is fantastic. And some prizes have been donated, very kindly donated to me. One of the prizes is a beautiful project bag made by Jeanette of Crafty Clay Creations, who, what hope you know, let's just get it. Well, she sent me two, and she gave me the difficult choice of choosing one for myself, which was so kind. Thank you, Jeanette. I absolutely love both of these bags. But I have chosen for myself this one with little sleepy dormice all curled up in amongst the leaves. So I'm going to keep that one for myself. But this beautiful one is going in the prize pot. So there we go. Lots of tiny little mice having a lovely time, being very playful, skipping and standing on their heads and things. So that's really lovely. So a beautifully made bag by Jeanette of Crafty Clay Creations is one of the prizes. And then another really generous prize has been donated, and I've just dropped one on the floor. Oh, there it is. Excuse me. Dear. Is some yarn and stitch markers from Angela and Andy at Attic Spin Dye. And these are absolutely gorgeous. They're from their Beatrix Potter Club range, and we have 3 of the characters represented in yarn, and one of them is the tale of Mrs. Tittlemouse, which Angela and Andy very kindly sent me one to keep. So thank you for that. I'm looking forward to using that. And each of the yarn colours has a beautiful little stitch marker to go with it as well. And that one is, yes, that's the tale of Mrs. Tiggywinkle. And this is a Peter Rabbit one. And then there's the tale of Mrs. Tittlemouse stitch marker there. So whoever wins at some yarn will also get a stitch marker to go with it. This is the Mrs. Tiggywinkle one. And this is the tale of Mrs. Tittlemouse, this one here. And then this is the Peter Rabbit one. Gorgeous, just perfect colours. Absolutely lovely. Obviously, if you win a prize and you're not a knitter or crocheter, then I'll not give you one of these unless you want it. So I have some other prizes as well, which one of them hasn't come. One of the ones that hasn't come is one of these little nippers mice made by Martine Brummel. And it just had, I was hoping it would come in the post today and it hasn't, but it will be on its way. This is mine, and so the one for the prize is actually a little boy one. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So that's another prize. Then when I was in Orkney, I bought some little ceramic mice. These tiny little mice. The little blue one there, got the tail up the back, and this more natural coloured one. So those 2 prizes, those will be for 2 people, one each. Tiny little prize, but beautiful little mice. And then I have some stickers, some mouse stickers to give out, and they haven't all come either, so these ones here will be joined by I think I've got some Christmas mouse ones coming as well, so they will be sent as separate prizes. And then I've got 2 Corinne Lapierre kits as prizes as well. And this one, a mouse, which actually one of you taking part in the mouse-along has made this one. So obviously if you win a prize, I'll not give you this one again. And there's this gorgeous little Mrs. Cat as well, which I know it's not a mouse, but I just thought she was lovely. So there's those, and I think there's going to be a couple of voucher prizes as well, pattern prizes or voucher prizes. Somebody needs to get in touch with me about that. But I think that's it. But I think that's quite a goodly number of prizes, and there will be a few lucky winners. Thank goodness I'm just going to do it as a lucky dip, because there'd be no way I could choose winners. Definitely not. Everybody has put in such an effort, and I just can't wait to show you all of the mice. And I think yes, and so all I have left to say is just an apology to some podcasters who I forgot to include in Monday's episode this week, and I've written their names down here because I was trying to mention all the podcasters who'd been taking part in the mouse-along, and giving you a little sneak preview of what they have been making. And I just missed off, I think I missed off these 4, but if I've missed you out and I still haven't mentioned you, well, just let me know. But there's Alice from Soxy Nana Alice podcast, and she made a beautiful knitted mouse. And then there's Ashley, whose podcast is One Stitch After Another. She's busy with a Harold Fatmas. I think she might be finished by the time this goes out. She was certainly getting on well with it. Then there's lovely Caroline from the For the Love of Crochet podcast. She joined in quite early on and did an amazing mouse. And finally, Natasha from the Hooks and Stitches podcast. And she made a very complicated looking Jerry mouse, but she's done a absolutely fab job of it. So really good, well done. And of course, there are loads more mice for me to share with you properly next time. Well, I think next podcast will hopefully, fingers crossed, be the first bit of our last camper van trip. But that'll give me time to sort out all the photos and do the little prize draw for you. And oh yes, so lots to look forward to. But that's all for today, and I will see you very soon. Until I see you, then do keep nice and busy doing all the things you love to do, and look after yourself. I will be back again very soon. Okay then, bye.